what's up, boys and girls? It is I, Brandy, back at it again with more, I would say video game, but it's not a video game. So it's Silent Hill, but it's actually a movie that they're coming out with called Return to Silent Hill, which I'm really excited about. If you know anything about me or a little tidbit about me, my favorite horror movie of all time, or one of them, is definitely the first Silent Hill. I'm slightly biased because obviously I'm obsessed with the game and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite childhood games that scared the absolute bejesus out of me. And I'm very excited they're revisiting this series. I know those movies weren't the best in cinematic history, but I really liked them and I really loved that they brought the elements and the characters of Silent Hill to life in this film. And they showed them in a more human-like way because obviously character, even with CGI and stuff, it's going to look different than it's going to look in a video game, you know? So the fact that they're bringing this back and they're going back to it, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is going to be the same either director or producer from the previous ones. Don't quote me on that. I think it is indeed the same producer, though, that is coming back from the original one. So that gets me excited because I really like the feel and the vibes of that one. The second one was okay, I revisited, the past year, I revisited the second one. And it's better than I remember, but it just doesn't hold up to the first one. So I kind of want to just jump into this and check it out because I'm really excited for the potential that this could have. Now, I don't know if this one's going to negate the second one, it's going to be a sequel to the first, or it's going to be just a brand new story within Silent Hill. But it says it's branching off of Silent Hill 2. So I'm not really sure.
My return to a world, a universe that I have touched in 2006, 15 years ago. The film was a great success, and we decided to go back to the best stories. I mean, Silent Hill 2. The film is the story of a young guy coming back to Silent Hill, where he has known a great love.
Are they literally doing Silent Hill 2? Is it James?
I have the chance of being very close with Christoph, and we together has achieved to convince Konami that...
I like that he says that they had to convince Konami that this had to be done, because Konami has literally completely just ignored Silent Hill for so long and just been oh, that doesn't exist, even though this is one of our most successful franchises. Let's forget that it is a thing. So I love that was the word choice he used, because it's so accurate.
There is a new version of Silent Hill that needs to be done.
Yeah, it has to be.
They are 100% on board.
Good.
In the first Silent Hill, we were exploring a world. The world of this small town, completely closed into the mist. It was like being trapped into a Twilight Zone. But in the second game, the creator of the game have changed the rules, We were basically going back to Silent Hill, the same town, but we were looking this strange world entirely through the point of view of the hero we were playing.
It is going to be James. Okay.
He realized that Mary is lost somewhere into this strange place.
Wait.
At its core, it's also the
artwork from the upcoming movie. Is it an animated movie or is it live action like the first time? I hope it's live action. An animated movie would be cool, but I really want a live action one because it just it gives a different feel. If they do live action right, they can mess it up. But I think they did well with the first one. So,
at its core, it's the idea of the myth of Orpheus. And whatever a man can go deep in hell to bring back the soul or the person he loved the most in his life.
So it's much more about psychological horror, even if we are going to find again all the same creature and the same strange terror sequence, something like that. But the first big interrogation and the first big terror is about ourselves. Are we mad? Are we sane?
Alessa.
Are we sane to go back to Silent Hill to find this great love?
This one now has so many years from the first one that there is a clear idea from Christoph to make it modern, but also very true to the video game.
Which
and
I
that's
like.
also what it is. We are also respecting the will of the author, the producers, and Konami into this adaptation. Christophe, it's really somebody that respects the work that has been done, but that also has his own vision. It nurtures the creative vision of the authors from the game, but with a different vision from a filmmaker. And both, they have created, I believe, something that has struck the minds of the fans.
James! Stop! Leave her alone!
The game of Silent Hill franchise were great artistic achievement, and I have a responsibility to transpose that on a big screen, you know.
Christophe is a real gamer.
See,
he has been.
That's another thing that I'm excited for, because the first and the second Silent Hill movies didn't follow like a set story. It was like a grab bag of ideas. I want to say the first one did pull elements from the first game, and then threw Pyramid Head in there from the second game and a couple other things. And then the second movie was like a grab bag of stuff from the third game, but then also elements of the second game. So it was weird. So it didn't take any exact story. It just kind of picked and chose what they wanted and then blended their own story for the sake of a storyboard for a movie. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a trying to literally replicate Silent Hill 2, which is what they're going for, or at least what it seems like with James, and they're showing the hospital and all of these iconic places. So I think that's what they're going with. But I want to see if they have any actual footage of things they've shot yet, or if it's still in speculation.
The first film was so well received by the fan of Silent Hill.
Because it's so good!
I felt that I was one of them, and it was so important for me to respect the original creation, you know. That was the base, the start of everything. Everything starts from this respect. So I'm going with a maximum of humility, maximum of respect, but in the same time I have quite a charge, quite a goal, which is how to transpose the language of the game, which is entirely about immersion, into a tale, into a story that we can tell in 90 or 100 minutes.
The monsters are also one of the key elements that the fans are waiting for. And we are updating those in a way that the creation is similar, but they will be striking.
For me, one of my major goals in this film is how to redesign the classic monster of Silent Hill. I was talking about Red Pyramid, you know.
The guy with the helmet.
You know, he's again in this one. Some of the pictures of the film of back in 2006 were very, very appreciated by the fan. But in the same time, for me, it was important to come back with surprise.
It's a new universe. It's a new challenge, and those are very important to bring these icons differently to the audience, because they want them to have that wow effect.
That's why, you know, I found a very interesting.
Man, I love this scene in the movie too, with the nurses.
To achieve this new design
so
of
creepy.
the monster, because they are also working on new episode for the franchise of Silent Hill.
The younger audience, they want that collective experience. They want to be with their friends, they want to talk about it, but they want also to live that experience together.
We all know that watching an horror film alone at his home is quite different of being into a big theater with a crowd. And
dude, seeing Silent Hill in a theater, I'm excited.
It's very different.
I never saw the first and the second in theaters.
We are giving him what the audience of today is really wanting. We are trying to do as much as possible, creating a new experience for that audience. Could be more immersive, interactive, and we have now new technologies, but we still have what makes the best is the story, and this story is at the core of it. So we hope that Return to Silent Hill will be a great return.
Do we have any actual footage or a date or anything?
To keep the link with the audience, you know, we have to be perfectly aware that everything has changed in 15 years. Everything has been washed away, you know. We have to bring back something, you know, very surprising.
Bro, is that it? Did we get any actual trailer? Oh man, I'm so excited. There's like just seeing like even these storyboards that they're going to the hospital, but it's very, very specific. I really like that. I feel like with the previous movie, like I said, it was a grab bag. I feel like they tried to grab a bunch of things and throw it at the wall and be like, here, I'm appeasing Silent Hill fans, but then I'm also just like throwing in spooky stuff. So I think this, man, I'm so excited. I've been really liking a lot of the video game adaptations of stuff recently. Okay, let me say some things. I guess I should say there's been a lot that have been so Resident Evil, but I always really look back on these fondly, these movies, and yeah, they're early 2000s horror, so they fit into a certain genre that I know is not everybody's cup of tea, but it's one of my favorite like genres of horror and my favorite eras, not genres, eras of. And if they're just taking that and then going off of it and improving it and just expanding on it, I'm so excited. We don't have a date. We don't have any actual footage yet, but this is in the works. And as someone who loves Silent Hill so much, I'm excited for this. I'm so excited. But I do want to know what you guys think. Please give me your thoughts and stuff down below. If you're excited for this, if you've watched the first one or the second one, or if you've played the games and you're amped for them to take the second game and like turn that story into a full-fledged movie. I think this could be really good, even for fans outside of Silent Hill that might just be watching it, because it is a really interesting story, and it kind of follows suit with a lot of other movies and games and stuff. It's always like, you know, the husband looking for the wife, or wife looking for the husband, or vice versa, and then having to endure X amount of things to get there. So I think it'll be really good. I think so. But as always, like I said, if you did like this, give it a big thumbs up. I stream over on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do tons of horror stuff, so I will be playing all the Silent Hills and things like that once the new games come out over there as well as I put up new videos here every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you're liking what I do here, I would love for you guys to come back for the next video. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button. You guys have been so incredible with giving me good recommendations lately and being on top of checking out every single video I'm putting out, whether it's gameplay footage or reacts or vlogs or whatever I feel like putting out that day. So thank you guys so much for the love, and I will see you all hopefully in my next video. Bye, fam.